Hello and Happy New Year to any viewers and subscribers either returning or new. If you are new here to my channel, hello, I'm Richard. I make Doctor Who videos about the current era, discussions and reactions and reviews and that sort of stuff, as well as about my Doctor Who collection and Doctor Who merchandise in general. So if you like the sound of that sort of stuff, then please do feel free to subscribe. This is just a very off-the-cuff video based around Eve of the Daleks, the New Year's Day special for this year, which at the time of release of this video is just a matter of hours away. So if you're watching this after the episode's gone out, you're going to know the answers to a lot of the questions I'm going to pose today in this brief little video. But I wanted to get something out very quickly, just a short little predictions thing. I've done a proper full predictions video alongside Miles, which went out a few days ago. This is just something short, something more bite-sized. A thought that I had about the Daleks. Obviously, we know the Daleks are going to be in this special. And everyone's sort of assuming, I think, this is going to be the last appearance of the Daleks in this era, in the Whittaker, 13th Doctor, Chibnall, whatever you want to call it, era. Perhaps barring a little cameo in the Centenary special, because let's face it, they're probably going to be in that in some form, because it's a big episode of Doctor Who celebrating Doctor Who and celebrating the BBC. But I wondered, okay, is there more to this than meets the eye? You know, we know that in this episode, the New Year's Day special, a squad of executioner Daleks, I think is what they're called, is sort of tracking the Doctor, due in part to the Flux and what happened with the Flux at the end of Flux, with the Daleks sort of being destroyed. They're sort of seeking revenge on the Doctor, I think, based on some comments that Chris Chibnall made in his press pack interview. And I was just wondering to myself the other day, what if this is not just limited to the New Year's Day special? What if this whole plot thread of the Daleks, or the executioner Daleks, tracking down the Doctor, or trying to track down the Doctor, actually spans all three of the 2022 specials and connects them? What if that is the story arc that connects these three specials? I know it sounds a bit outlandish, I know it's probably a load of rubbish. This is just a last-ditch attempt, really, to sort of second-guess what might be happening in the specials, because obviously, by the time the episode's gone out tonight, if you're watching this on the day of broadcast, we'll not only know what happens in the New Year's Day special, but we'll also have some idea as well, hopefully, about the Easter special, the Spring special, and what that entails, because at the moment we don't know much about it at all, really, apart from the fact that it involves Chinese or Asian pirates. We certainly don't know what the monster might be for that special. For the Centenary special, we know that obviously it's going to be the Master, perhaps propped up by some other monster or villain, or monsters and villains plural, we don't know. Maybe he's going to be working with the Cybermen again, maybe someone else. So this is very much just me jumping to some conclusions and filling in the gaps based on what we don't know about these specials. We don't know what the monsters are going to be beyond the Daleks in the New Year's Day one. But yeah, I thought, you know, what if it's like The Chase from season 2 of Classic Doctor Who, which admittedly I haven't watched yet, but I've heard a lot about, where basically, you know, for 6 episodes, the Daleks just stalk the Doctor throughout loads of different settings, you know, historical settings and across space and time, whatever. What if it's like a modern version of that? I mean, it's entirely possible that the Easter special, and possibly even the Centenary special as well, will introduce some new monsters, some new aliens, which in a sense I would like. I'd like to see some more new aliens in this era before it's over, given how reliant Flux was on old monsters. I mean, basically in Flux, every monster was a returning monster apart from the Ravagers, the Mori, the Grand Serpent, if we're counting villains. And was there another one? I honestly can't remember. Oh yeah, the Lupari, Carvanista of course, but he wasn't really a monster. So it would be a shame if we don't get any other new monster or creature creations in this era, but at the same time, given what's gone before, given the precedent for lots of returning monsters, you know, in Flux, with the Angels and Sontarans being in every other episode basically, I'm just thinking to myself, you know, okay, maybe it's the Daleks, maybe it's something else. You know, maybe the Cybermen will be in the Easter special, or some other returning monster. I don't know. Basically, I don't know if at this late stage in the game they're going to want to introduce another new monster, or if they're just going to be looking back to the old ones for this final sort of hurrah for the 13th Doctor for the specials. It's hard to know, but the Dalek theory is one that I just thought, you know, it would be nice to see. As I say, I don't think it will happen, to be honest. I mean, there is no evidence for this. It is literally just speculation. But it's always fun to speculate, and yeah, to be honest, there's not much within the actual episode itself, the New Year's Day episode, to speculate about, apart from the fact that, I don't know, are we going to get some weird stuff going on with the time loop? I speculated on Twitter that maybe we might get the opening or closing titles repeated for each time loop, or that it might all occur in real time. you know, like a 10-minute loop to start with, and then a 9-minute loop and an 8-minute loop, because apparently 1 minute is lost off the loop each time. And if you went from 10 minutes to 1, that would take us to 55 minutes. So there's little funny things like that. And I'm sure the New Year's Day special will have its own sort of charm, but it does look to be very self-contained. There doesn't look to be too much going on beyond what we know, beyond what it says on the tin, really. No surprises or anything. It could be wrong. Davros could show up, for all I know, but I'm not getting my hopes up for that. I learned that lesson last year. But that is it for this video. Please do comment below your last-ditch predictions for this special and for the other specials as well, because obviously, after Eve of the Daleks has gone out, as I say, we should know a bit more about the Easter special at the very least, and what that might entail. And like I say, please do subscribe. If you're new here, please like the video if you enjoyed it. That really helps me out. And yes, stay tuned for other stuff on the channel, including a sort of initial reaction to this episode, and then also a fuller review or discussion about Eve of the Daleks alongside Miles a couple of days later. So you've got both of those things to look forward to, as well as a load of other stuff, a wealth of stuff on the channel to come in 2022. And of course, a massive back catalogue of things as well, so be sure to check those out if you are new here. But otherwise, thank you so much for watching this first video of the new year. Happy New Year once again. Enjoy the episode later. And yeah, goodbye for now. Goodbye for now. Goodbye for now. Goodbye for now.